guys, we are back with round 2 pretty quick after the pairings. We have Connor on the left, Rhys on the right, and they have moved down mats.
Well, that's an instant DQ for both of them, as the fans of the show will know.
Yeah.
Mrs. Rhys in the chat saying go Rhys.
Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Rhys. I'm appalled that you aren't here more frequently, to be honest. But at least you're watching your man, and he is playing Knights versus Connor and Ice Earth.
So, 2 high quality players here with a lot of brain cells between them. This is going to be another interesting match.
Yeah, at least we're potentially not having a game go from entirely be over in 2 minutes. But
the night is young. We still have a few more rounds left to cover, but this is going to be, I think, quite an interesting one.
Yeah, I might ask you to go over and correct their matches.
For my sake alone.
Yeah. To be honest, Mr. Rhys, the stream has been on and off. We had a bit of an end towards the end of last set, where it's just no one had the will to go on, and the new set came out, and then last week no one was here for me to stream with, so I decided I would play. But other than that, we are streaming live on Saturday our coverage of the store celebration here in Cardiff.
Really looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing what all the locals have come up with. And there's a lot of deck discussion going on amongst us, trying to decide what really is going to be working this format and what isn't. And it's going to culminate in that big event on Saturday, which I think will be a nice way to start the season.
Exactly. And thank you very much for welcoming us back there, Mr. Rhys. We appreciate you being here, as we do everyone that joins us whenever they can.
Okay, so we're going turn 1 Rydia from Connor, dropping new Shiva, Mist Dragon, and last set's Ultimecia into Unalesca and another Mist Dragon.
Yeah. And the Great British Video Gamer, to be honest, we're not sure for this 3 colour. I would like to think it is, because Laswell at the moment is pretty good. But we're not sure if it's like a highly aggro thing. I think I saw an Avelia in hand there as well.
Yeah.
So, is that Glaciella on the top?
Glaciella on top, yeah. So
okay. So we're going probably with the Glaciella and the, is it Lilith, the 2CP Fire Knight?
Lilith is the new one, yeah. I mean, it's a cheap body that's a Fire Knight, and the S effect is quite good, especially with Glaciella, making it cost nothing but a crystal.
Yeah.
See how relevant that is, but it is nice name synergy for that.
Sad that you're missing this Saturday, but if you're not playing, or if you can watch a stream, feel free. If not, the VODs will be up on our YouTube channel.
Next Dimension, Hobby, Games and Media.
Boom, nailed it, sir. Now...
Oh, okay. So, speaking of Lilith, the Kurilla flipped into just a Lilith, which is...
Is that a Ramsar he's binned over there, though? Could he have not... Oh, is that a Steiner? I can't quite tell.
That is a Steiner.
Okay, so we're fine. I was wondering why he could have done, like, maybe have just gone straight into the Ramsar into the Kurilla, but no. So...
I mean,
Connor just keeping it simple, sticking with his game plans, get a few backups down. He does have a Shinryu in hand, and I think he's got the S effect as well, and a Shadow Lord.
Oh.
So, going straight to 2 damage. Rhys...
Not messing around here.
Yeah. Rhys not worried about putting too much pressure on here, but what are we going to follow up with?
It'd be nice to curve into another backup of sorts. Oh, we're going to go Limit Break Leo just to draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's if you don't have anything else to do for a turn, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's another body that now Connor has to deal with. It may only be 3k, but it feels terrible to waste some removal on.
That's the last thing you want to spend. Okay, and yeah, we've just opened up into a 2CP Shinryu. Shinryu searching, I assume not another copy of Shinryu, unless there's an Amaterasu.
He's got it in hand.
He does have it in...
He's got 2 in hand, is he? Oh, no, he's not.
One
It's
in
a
hand,
Dragon.
one in
hand, okay.
Okay. Yeah, slight overextension from Rhys there.
To be honest, though, I don't think he he's only really losing 2 Knights, and it's Kurilla that you want to play again, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he's too worried about this, but it's gonna let...
Wow, I think that is a summoner, but it's just being used as fodder. We are going to wipe that board, and we're going to...
Yeah, we're going to say goodbye.
Calm the state down a bit.
Now, I believe that Connor left himself with a backup in hand here. Yeah, he did. He's got that sort of summoner thing there.
I want to say it's a summoner. It's
I
quite. It's not one that's on my radar.
I think it's a new one, to be honest.
I'll say. Oh, is it the one with?
Yeah, Opus 22 summoner, that guy.
Okay.
With the blue carbuncle.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise it was pay 2 to get any summon back. I thought it was just locked to Earth. That's very interesting.
But while we were checking out that, Rhys has said, no more faffing around. Here's 7 cost Ramsar. I'm going to get my Gorilla back.
Absolutely.
But Gorilla has also got the last well to target.
Yeah, Lastwell Steiner.
Yeah.
We're going to Dull Freeze the forward. Oh, we're Dull Freeze the backup, right? Because you tap full thing, kill the forward, do a damage.
Yeah, it's getting that Earth frozen out might be actually pretty big. But as long as Connor doesn't draw a light card here, yeah, he can go straight into that Shadow Lord.
Ah, so he does actually have 2 Dulls and Freezes because, you can decide what order these things come down, and Lastwell says every night that comes in Dulls and Freezes, so...
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, because now that's going to stop him playing that Shadow Lord. So, the problem is as well you got here is that these knights now can potentially get through and then lose some cards in hand because of that last well. Oof.
It's turned around quite quickly for Connor there. Nice Kurilla has, curved into a 4-body knight problem.
Yeah.
Sort of tell by the body language from Connor there that he's not feeling too great about this particular board state, sitting on 2 very expensive cards in hand.
Yeah. And Duff saying that would it not have been better to maybe break the Shinryu on end step, but
maybe he's just waiting for the end of the turn. I mean, it doesn't look like he was punished too much for not playing it that particular way. That new 1 CP Agrius having done its job. Damage 6. So Connor does have another copy of Shinryu in hand.
Yeah. Is he going to get the 6 CP to be able to play it? He's at least going to have to discard 1 at end of turn because of Laswell. So you're probably getting rid of the... is it Kurasame?
Kurasame, yeah. I think that's the right choice. No, I mean, Shadow Lord. Okay, yeah. Let's just double check all of that. Yeah, let's pay 6. Let's completely annihilate that board.
Getting
rid of the Shadow Lord, yeah, because if you're going to wipe the whole board anyway more elegantly with Shinryu's S, you don't need to really worry about Shadow Lord having restrictions.
Yeah, you're
in
exactly
comparison.
right. The problem is we do know that he's well, actually, he also can't play Shadow Lord, right? Because wouldn't it deal him a point of damage?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so
that's not what we want right now.
Cannot do that.
Shadow Lord is also a dark forward at damage 5.
It is, so he can't play it, yes. So it's completely out of the question.
I think you want to... It's probably Lark, because is there any worthwhile monsters in the break? Okay.
I think the Tyro is a bit too late here. Can Rhys now just go ham and finish Connor off?
So, I mean, Connor really needs a Mist Dragon right about now because a lot of Kurilla in the break zone, ready to just revamp and respin that roulette wheel.
We have not yet gone past the 10-minute mark, and I think unless Connor can find some sort of miracle.
So he's really on thin ice, if you will. But
oh, he's good, this guy. He's good.
Let's see now. Connor must not overextend here.
Yeah.
Very smart player, our Connor, so we wouldn't expect that from him, but it can happen.
I don't think he can really do much more this turn anyway. He might be able to get some sort of summon back.
So, I assume Shinryu activates next turn, so yeah, it would. So it would just be Brave tapping away while Connor builds up other resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to go into Leo. Why not?
Yeah. Another draw. Did it help?
I think Rhys just searching for another Ramsar just to spin again. I think that's his best / only option.
Oof. Okay, so we saw in a Stola, but nothing that really helps here.
I think Rhys is on about
Is
4
that-
in hand, I want to
actually,
say.
that is a Rufus.
Okay.
Could that help here? Because if you've got Rufus, you could force a discard. I don't know how that really helps here.
I mean, maybe Rufus and Unalesca if Connor really wants to aggressively thin down the choices.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I mean, do you like get a summoner back, get Shinryu, and hold it just in case?
I mean, Shinryu's only available to do on your own turn.
Yeah.
Maybe Connor wants that option to do something on their turn, on Rhys's turn, just to...
I guess maybe the call might be get that Mistrag back he discarded earlier. Because that could be an answer here. But I suppose he can do it in response to a target of Sowing and Break Zone. Because that summoner is pretty much any time, I believe.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to go into Rufus, and we're going to discard. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to discard 3, but one of them's Amaterasu, so
Yeah.
actually it kills me in return. Was that worth it?
It's a tough one, really, right?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, just
Yes,
Surges.
it was. It was
Yeah.
absolutely fine. Okay, so Sergi's into a nice dull.
Leo for kick to the shin to win.
Yep.
Yeah, so LB indeed be good.
Yep, absolutely.
That was a very quick game.
Indeed.
I guess we will have to get Rhys over here and...
Oh, Mrs. Rhys will be happy. Mr. Rhys is coming.
Oh, actually, I think it might be even Dr. Rhys, to be honest.
I
but,
think it is.
Yeah, so let's get the doctor in surgery.
Oh.
Let's get these puns going, guys. We will be right back. All right, the doctor is in, folks. Back with the winner of round 2, Rhys himself. Mrs. Well happy with that.
Oh, is she? What'd she say?
Well, she was hoping for a long game to begin with.
Oh.
She was thoroughly enjoying my puns as well. And, you know, they were just spectacular and they were all classy.
There's a funny joke about length there, I reckon, but I won't make it.
Classy man.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, a
Love it.
very classy win there. Knight's taking you through pretty smoothly. Talk us through it. What's the highs and lows for you? I know it was quite a short game, but
I was going to just ram to turn 1, and then he searched his Mist Dragon, so I had to hold fire, and then he discarded it to play the Shinryu, which I think he maybe should have held it. So I got to do the 3 Ramser just to do it all again for nothing. Hitting the last well was pretty good.
Yeah, last well Steiner for the double dull freeze was pretty oppressive there.
And I think I was probably actually lost, but then Limit Breakers are very strong in the colours, and I got to
So it's Sergi's for the one dull that you needed.
Leo make a character that can just attack and then sit on Sergi's for next turn.
I mean,
Very nicely played.
And he
there.
played into Yami. If he played something that didn't die to Ami, I was in trouble. But I was like,
Yeah.
whatever he plays, I'm Ammying it.
Yeah.
Just to kill it. And then luckily it died to it. So
Yeah, there we go. That was,
I got to kill it. I got to go for the win.
yeah, I mean, and that Ami was pretty big. We didn't see that coming at all, but was pretty nice. Is there any changes to the deck that you're kind of looking at, or is it kind of set in stone?
I think Knights is pretty locked in because you can't play less Knights.
Yeah.
Because then Corilla just actually my first one was pretty bad. Like
yeah, it was
hit-
just a Lilith, right?
Yeah, I hit like a two drop does nothing really. So my first one was already pretty bad. If you cut more Knights, it gets worse. The Knights, I think it plays all the best Knights until new Knights get printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, backup is pretty solid as well. They find Corilla.
Any bad matchups for you? I mean, I know we're only on round 2, but how did your first one go? I'm guessing you might have won that one
Yeah,
as
the
well.
first one I played against 4-color deck, and again it's just the pressure. Even with a Toto, even with such like you can rebuild the board so quick.
Yeah.
I think it struggles against basically any deck that can just kind of also splurge a couple forwards that may be bigger on turn 1. So like Warrior Darkness, I think might be hard because they just go 9k into a thing that dulls stuff straight away,
Or
and
something
it's like,
that breaks, or something that
can be rough.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's also Cat 8 in the wild out there as well.
I think Cat 8's okay.
Yeah.
So I think you play the same amount of forwards as them, and yours are actually better. It's just if they can attack with a Cypher who's on 10, it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
But you play Kusif and you play Ami, so
Yeah.
you can
Mitigate
be
it.
smart against
yeah,
it.
definitely.
So I guess the question is now: are you playing on Saturday, and is this the deck you're going to?
I am. I'm not sure. It might be if it continues to feel good, good to play tonight. I might play it.
Cool. Well, any last words from you, gents, before we do another Be Right Back?
Hi, Lucy.
Thank you again for joining us, Mr. Rhys. Guys, we will do a Be Right Back. I say Be Right Back. It'll probably be about 15 minutes, and we'll be with you with round 3. Catch you then.
Stay tuned.